All right, so it's been a couple weeks, so I'm going to go pause Mr. Ed, and let's get into the hive here. Not into it, it's too cold. It's like 55 degrees, but I need to look at the feed. I'm just going to go on top real quick. This is my Lil'Hive, and it looks like they've been drinking some of the syrup. The spirulina is separating now. Oh, this one had light spirulina. This was the heavy spirulina. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of drowned bees. I might do something with that real quick. Let's see how they're doing here with the feed. It's nice and warm up here. Yeah, a couple bees up here, so they still got feed. I'm not gonna bother them much. I think I'm gonna go grab some straw real quick. I have some rice straw that I could put right here to keep them from or help them not drown. What happens is they climb down there all excited, and then one of their sisters pushes them in. So I'm gonna go grab that straw real quick and clean that up. Other than that, I don't think I'm gonna, well, I'll just look real quick what's going on underneath, but they're there. There they are. All right, I'm gonna pause. So I built a little Costco bee shed. Got some straw here. I think I loosened it up a little bit on top. I can grab a handful. That's more than enough, but I need to get some shelves in here and do a little bit better. But I just got stuff in there now. Got some swarm traps and stuffs. That one's ready when I'm gonna get a couple queens, do some splits, and hopefully be making queens in a couple months. All right, back over to the hive, over to the little hive. Alrighty, we're gonna clean out some dead bees that got pushed in by their sisters. I went down to Spatula City and got some spatulas. There's like 4 of them, different size, for $5. Oh, look at that. And then I went and got the straw, rice straw, but then I remembered I have some lemongrass. So I'm thinking maybe I'll try lemongrass on one side and straw on the other. I hope that the smell, even though this is dried, isn't too overwhelming. That's one thing that could be a concern. But let's get these gals out that didn't make it. Not too bad. Let's see. And this is just 1-to-1, although I did put quite a bit of spirulina in there. Let's see if they want to lick them. We'll see what happens with put a little of this down. Trying to have a barrier. Actually, let's do this. Let it fall down in. They can possibly climb out of it. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah. We'll see how that works. Push it down a little bit. Got my special factory antenna. I do radios. That's what I was down at the Super Bowl setting up remote receivers and analyzers and stuff, because with all those broadcasters and people and even other possibilities, they want to really keep an eye on what's going on in the RF world. So I went down there and helped them. I used to get paid doing it, but I retired, so I just went down there for fun to see my buddies, hang out for a week. And so that was kind of fun. Left the bees alone for, this has been 2 weeks since I've opened the top. Of course, right when I got home, I looked at the bottom. So I don't know, we'll see if they'll be able to navigate that. I might have overdone it. Let me see, take some out. Yeah, should do that much. And man, I overdid the spirulina, I think. I only put, what was it, like a teaspoon? But that did it. And then they're always on the front. They never really use the back one. Yeah, I don't see any evidence. I'll throw a couple down here, just for fun. They always climb up the front to get their feed. Possibly a little bit is it because it's, you know, they're tilted towards the front. But I know when there's robbing going on, they'll come right in the hive and go straight up and rob. Little scoundrels. You know, look at this one. This one I would assume has gotten, since it's mostly just sugar water, I started dumping spirulina and then I'm like, wait. This is 2-to-1. I'll just leave it. But yeah, there's some right there that didn't make it. Their sisters just pushed them right in. I think I'm gonna continue with the lemongrass instead of the straw. There's a bee landing there. It's cold, so they're not really flying right now. Yesterday was pretty good, and the day before, oh my god, it was high 60s, and man, they were flying. So we'll do this. Mash it down. That'll keep them from falling in completely, I think. Or getting pushed in all the way. I'll put that down there. Alright. Real quick, we'll look again under the hood, or under the lid here. Here's my neighbor's dogs. They've been very barky today. And there's a couple up there enjoying the feed. And then I got kind of a jungle gym set up so they can eat from underneath. And then some of that 2-to-1 solidified into mountain camp. There's one coming up. Alright. It's gonna get cold. So with so few bees, I'm a little concerned about that. I might even put a heater underneath on the tray. Let's look at the tray real quick while we're here. Get some of that syrup off me. I got a light I could turn on too. May help. Now I just cleaned this yesterday. And I got those little poops, cylindrical poops, so I'm gonna have to, as soon as it's gonna be 10 days of rain, but when it warms up, I'm gonna go in and look for those damn mites. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I'm gonna really quick put this, my swifter, in there, as well as this guy here, if I can get it without knocking it over. And I'm going to put it where I see them. They're up in the front. So I'm just going to go like this. Just a little bit. Maybe I could put it there. I feel the heat coming out. Yeah. Kind of where the bees aren't. I was wondering if they were living up in here in a void or what, the beetles. And then I'm going to put the swifter sheet up here too in the front. Maybe put it right next to it. And then we'll button this right back up. Looks like we've got more. I'm thinking that those ones that were capped over have hatched. They would have hatched probably about a week ago, so I think they're about a week or less. They'll be doing orientation flights, and that'll be a good thing to see. And I don't see where my rubber band is, so I'm just gonna tuck this in. Tuck this in, double bubble. And stop pestering them. So it'll probably be about 10 days before I can get back in there. But they got, the only other thing I could really do for them is if I could sneak a mat. Now look at that, I tilted that and I made a mess down here and here and on my shoes. But yeah, no varroas. That's one thing I've got under control. Yeah, I tilted that a little bit. The lid a little bit more than I should have. So now something's gonna come eat that sugar, maybe. All right, well, they're not flying, so I think I'm gonna end this. There's the ones I just dumped out of the sugar. All right. That's it. We still have life in the Lil'Hive, and if we get through the next 10 days, we got a couple 32s coming. In about 3 or 4 days, there's gonna be a couple days where it drops down to freezing, and my thermometers show that the bottom of the middle frame inside, it's kind of towards the front, it can maintain about a 10-degree higher temperature than ambient. So it'll be probably 42 degrees on that bottom, and the top frame, or the sensors in the top, are like in the high 60s, 68. And I imagine on those freezing days it'll drop down a little bit more than that, 65 or something. But anyway, there we have it. So is the big hive. See one larva that got sent through. Few varroas. This has been, I did a treatment. I can't remember. Did I do a treatment right when I came back from, or not? I know it's been probably at least about a week since the treatment, but not too many varroa mites. Say maybe 30, and there's a couple days. Hanging out right there. The larva. Here's some fondant that is, so they're chewing on the fondant, obviously. A little bit's falling through. I don't know what that is. Anyway, this hive it was boiling the other day. It was warm, and there was literally, I was like, are they swarming? They're really getting with it. So wipe the slate clean, check the canary in the coal mine, and when it stops raining. But I'm going to be splitting this hive. It's got a lot of bees. I saw a lot of orientation flights. Every time I look out in the morning, there's new bees out flying. So that's good. This one will be the source of a lot of what I get. Got some turkey tails. There's turkey tails right there. And that is not a turkey tail. I can't remember what that is. And here's another one. There. But I've yet to see them on these mushrooms. There's more turkey tails over there. But there's a couple of them still coming and going. Crazy, I tell you. There's a slug and some ants. I've seen the slugs go right by the entrance, like stick their head in almost. I wanted to capture one trying to go in, see what would happen, how fast the slug would come flying out. There's a couple ladies grabbing some clover, or I actually have plums. Is it plums? Yeah, plums that are flowering weirdly. All those flowers will be gone probably tomorrow. The wind was already kicking up, but there's some that are just starting to flower. And lots of clovers all over. And then down below, there's some fields a quarter mile away down below me that have mustard. And it looks like some of the mustards might be already flowering. There's something out in that field flowering, and I would not be surprised if they're traveling down there. All right, hunker down. 10 days. 10 days of rain. I don't know if we'll get snow here, but it's a possibility we might get a dusting. So I think they're in good shape. I'm not even going to check this one because they've got a whole box of honey that I never touched on the top. In fact, I shouldn't have even fed these ones. And the dogs below are just going nuts. All right. Hope everybody stays warm and safe. I guess it's a West Coast turn to get some storms.